Good evening and welcome. Welcome how to fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and it's a warm welcome. And hello, Grace, my show producer. Thank you for dropping in. This is a broadcast as aired all around the world, and I'm so glad to see all of you in here. And I'm glad you found me. You found me on Facebook. There are 7 rooms dedicated to fight CPS and one on YouTube. They all connected to my room, which I use a software application of SteamYard. So it's it is a warm welcome, and I'm glad you found me. Now there are regular people that are family that come here all the time, and new people. Both people welcome. Also, this is worldwide, so I have 25 countries, including the U.S., that have either texted a message or called in. And it starts with Indonesia, then Bangladesh, then India. Then it goes up to the Middle East, to Saudi Arabia and Iraq, and then it's got Libya. Then we will go over to the continent of Africa, and we have Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, and Mozambique. And then down south to South Africa and its provinces. Then up north to Europe, we have the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales. We also have Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond, we have North America and Canada with its provinces. We have the United States, and all 50 states have called in or text in. We also heard from Washington, D.C. Then south of the border is Mexico. And then further south in Central America is Belize. Then after Belize, down in South America, north of Brazil on the east coast is Grenada. Then in the South Pacific, we have New Zealand, and then the land under Australia. So it is a really warm welcome. And I'm here to help you. Now, um, I am a married man with over 43 years of experience. I've helped raise 6 children. I have 61 years of working and life skills, so I have a lot to share with you. Also, I too was a victim of CPS. I've been fighting them for 25 years, and when they took 3 of my 6 children away from me in 2015, I've been, you know, that was terrible. That was terrible. So, um, I have a lot of experience. I've talked to over 2,950 people around the world that I could share with what they found out. But they, including myself, have something all in common. We ran into a rogue CPS entity. Not all are kind or decent. And what happened was mine was a terrible case, um, where one of my children actually was um, coached by a CASA worker, the judge, and a social worker to divorce her from her parents, divorces from the parents. That's a terrible, terrible experience. To have your own child suddenly change their name completely, get a birth certificate, seal her first birth certificate, get a new birth certificate, get a second social security card, and double dipping for my retirement. Double dipping. And that's sad. That's sad. And in fact, it got so bad that somehow someone called in. I have suspicions who it might be, but they had the gall just recently, a couple weeks ago, to say I wasn't using the funds on my daughter, which is far from true. Um, But I went and fought it. I wrote a letter. The letter's worth $26,000. I got it dropped. They had no basis to make that claim. All they had was hearsay. That's the biggest problem about the child protection system. Everything they hear, they think it's truthful. It's hearsay. They should be able to prove their case, and they do. But they got you going because they're going to come out and do things that you don't want to do. You don't need to talk to them. You don't let them in their home. You don't let them take your children. Those are three things you don't have to do. Your home is your castle, and when you shut your door, it's the drawbridge is up. No one can come in there. There's only three ways they can. If you or a family member give them permission to come in the home, or there's in danger where someone is yelling or screaming and they hear the sounds, they will come in. The last is they have to have a warrant. It's a legal documentation that they have to get from the court. It has to follow specific directions on the legal documentation. Be careful. CPS uses forged ones and old ones. Now, we have somebody here from New York, Natasha Reuter. I have several people from New York. I have Rocky, Cassandra, who goes by Tony the Tiger, and she has another name too. And now I have KK is from New York. I have other people, but now we have someone named Natasha Reuter from Schenectady County, New York. Well, welcome and thank you so much for properly identifying yourself. I didn't even have to put the banner up that tells you what to do when you want to text a message in. Oh boy. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad I'm here to help. I developed 5 rules that I wish I had known about, and I would never have had my children stolen or trafficked into foster care. It was a horrible experience. It was a horrible, horrible experience. Anyway, um, let's see. I had another Bobby Lee Lambertus. Well, welcome. You're from Phoenix, Arizona. And Natasha and Bobby Lee. I have one person from New York, another one from Arizona. What do you have to share with tonight? Do you have a question to ask or a story to tell? I'd love to answer your concerns about CPS. I'd love to answer your concerns. Now, 1 minute, I'm going to be quiet for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was a long 30 seconds. I'm sorry if I took a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but I'm back here. Well, I'm so pleased to have a new person from New York, a new person from Arizona. Um, anyway, all you have to do is share a question or a comment, or those are the two major things in there. Now, another way that you can participate in this live stream is to be a guest. Now, my show is on twice a day, 7 days a week. I'm on in the mornings, weekdays at 10 a.m., and on the weekends, 8 a.m. Then every night of the week, all 7 days, I'm on at 7. Now, there is on occasion, sometimes I change my times, I'll let you know. But those times are all Pacific Standard Time on the west coast of California. I'm south of LA in a place called Surf City, USA. I'm 3 blocks from the beach. And so, anyway, I love to have you be a guest because I can take up 9 of you to be a guest on my live stream. There you can appear just like I do. We can talk about your case or help other people. Now, once you send me the email, make sure to include your name, your email address, and your phone number. Then I'll forward it on to Grace, my show producer, who in turn will give you a link. The link will take you to this StreamYard room. And if you get knocked off, use the link again. And that's all there is to it. The rules are simple. We stick and focus to CPS. We're not here for political reasons. We show respect to one another. We do not eat or smoke on the show. And we do not use the names of children, social workers, or judges. The rest of the thing is to have fun because I know it's very terrible what you're going through, but you got to make it somewhat enlightened a little bit because you can get so depressed. I know what it is. I've been there. I know how corrupt they are and how they break up families. And that's wrong. That's wrong. 50% of the social workers are bad and they do break up families. I know that firsthand. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Now, I'm going to put up my phone number so you can call in. My number is 626-698-0990. The other number, 888-888-6582, is the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. And if you want to hire a first-rate attorney who has 40 years of fighting CPS, he's the man. He's also a trial attorney. What that means, he can do civil law, he can do civil, criminal trials, trials by jury. He can also do the CPS trial, which is done by a judge. And he can also do civil lawsuits against them for committing perjury or one of the social workers do something awful. He's done that. So he's all in one package to attorney. His experience is juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. So if you want to hire somebody, Vincent Davis is the man. Now, typically, if your case is in LA County, California, his retainer is $5,000 and his hourly wage is $500. But that is only approximate because it depends on the type of case you have, how much complexity and how long it's been going on will determine the amount of retainer. But you got to pay money. And that's all it is about life. He does help out a lot. So he does help out a lot. Also, when he leaves his office, you'll be talking to reception. Make sure you tell him that Bob Pace sent you. When you talk to Mr. Davis, make sure you tell him that Bob Pace sent you. And he is a hardworking individual. He's licensed, trained, and schooled in the areas of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. So that's his expertise. He's also done civil lawsuits, numerous, and won millions of dollars back from Social Security. As you can see, if you're not seen, they are corrupt. They are corrupt. Now I'm looking at the clock right now. We still got good 30 minutes that you can call in and talk. It's only 7:28, no 26, and my show ends at 8 o'clock. So I'd love to hear from you. My number's up, and also I'm hoping that somebody will say something. I'll put the comments up so everybody can read them. So we have Bobby Lee and Natasha. Natasha from New York, Bobby Lee from Arizona. So that is great. That's great. Oh, hello there, Adrian First. New Mexico. You don't have to give me your email. You can send that to me if you want to be on the show. I just need your location and uh, and your name, which is Adrian. So you're from New Mexico, and you can send me your email and your phone number if you want to be on my live stream. My email is is B Pace, letter B, that PACE, no period, at vincentwdavis.com, vincentwdavis.com. And you just pick one of my 14 shows that I'm on. I want to be on Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Friday night show, or Bob's Wednesday morning show. That's all you have to say. And my show producer will give you a link and get you onto the show. Okay, Adrian, first. And so, what do you have tonight for me? Do you have a question or a story to tell? So far, we have Bobby Lee from Arizona, Natasha Reuter from New York, Adrian Feet from New Mexico. Good group of people here. And thank you so much that we have these individuals. And we got emoji already. Wow. That was a like from Adrian first. Thank you, Adrian, for the emoji of a thumbs up. I like that. Thank you, Adrian. Hmm. And now we have New Mexico, Arizona, and New York, and I'm in California. So we have a good group of people. But I'd like you some questions. I like you ask me a question. It's 24 minutes past the hour. I end at 8 o'clock tonight. I end at 8 o'clock tonight. Looking for familiar faces. Well, waiting for some questions in here. I guess I could talk about my 5 rules. Rule number one is get an attorney. I know they're going to try to talk to you using a court appointed attorney. They won't defend you. It's a waste of time. You need a real attorney. You need a real attorney. And they're hard to come by. They really are because they don't work for free. All right, I'm looking at my notes down here. And as they say, rule number one is get that real attorney. Court appointed attorney don't accept. You'd be losing it. They don't work for you, they work for CPS. And they're only criminal attorneys, they're not juvenile law, family law, or dependency attorneys. They just go with whatever the court, whatever the court person says. I mean, whatever the allegations, they already believe it's 100% right. They don't show you have to dispute the items in the glass. Well, we got one person hanging out, one is giving emoji, and then we've had three people say hello and introduce themselves, but I got nobody talking right now. I don't bite. I want to help you. All you have to do is ask me. That's all you have to do is ask me. Well, we have nobody asking me any questions tonight. We've had three people come in. We've had Natasha from New York. We've had Bobby Lee from Arizona and Adrian from New Mexico. And I have one emoji from Adrian from New Mexico, a thumbs up, thank you. But I did have three or four people that are in my room, but now they've stepped away. I'm here for questions. I'm here to help you. All you have to do is ask me, and I will help you. That's all you have to do. Um, we have right now about 5 minutes left of the show. No, wait, correction. We now at 7:41. We have 19 minutes left. 19 minutes left. So you can call in to 626-688-0990. And I'm glad to take your message. You can also be a guest on my live stream. Please email me. Um, those are two ways. And again, texting what you request and writing so will help me. Will help me. I'm still waiting for somebody to ask me a question or type one in there. We have one person in the room, and I don't know which one it is, but if you ask me a question, I'll gladly help you. I gladly help you. Okay, we're about 20 minutes from the end of the show, and I'd love to have a question, or you want me to go over my rules. Now, I talked a little bit about rule one, which is to get an attorney. You need to pick an attorney who has been fighting for a long time in CPS and has won cases. They should be a juvenile law, a family law, dependency law attorney. Hold on one second. I'll be right back with you. Going to mute my mic and remove myself and stay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to take a short little break there. It's really hard to get people to talk in here tonight. I don't know why. I'm so glad to meet you, Adrian. First, from New Mexico, and Bobby Lee from Phoenix, Arizona, and Natasha from Schenectady County, New York. If you have a question or concern, please let me know. I'm here to answer your questions or your concerns. So I love to hear what you all have to say. Mm, 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 mm. I'm going to be right back again. I'll be right back again. Okay, I'm back here. We're going to close down here. We have someone came in the room, which I'm glad. Um, I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're in here. I'm going to close the chat window as no one says anything. And then I'm going to take my phone number down and put up the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, there's the website. That is a federal government that was started in January. President Trump became president to investigate all the government agencies. And CPS is being investigated as well as social services and for the corruptness. Now, that's the web page. They'll tell you all about them. What they can do, they help you. If you try at the county level with your manager or your supervisor or even the director and you couldn't get anywhere, then you need to take it to the state capitol, and talk to the civil rights coordinator. If your issue is still not resolved, then you can come to the government. They have two phone numbers, area code 202, which is the White House. They also have an email, doge@mail.house.gov. And you can send your complaints or your problems and they will help you. So that is something you can do. If you're not happy with your judge, you're not happy with way your caseworkers are working or anything that's corruptness, they need to hear about it. So feel free to contact Doge. I hope you do. Anyway, I got to end my show. I want to thank very much. It's 8 o'clock. And I want you all to remember your children, your family's most important thing is don't give up on them. If you fell down and out, come to me. I'm on twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. And I will help you. I will take days and days if it does to take to help you. I want to thank Natasha from New York, Bobby Lee from Arizona, and Adrian from New Mexico. You three were in my room, and I'm glad you dropped by and said hello. I just wish we had some things that we could talk about here. But right now, I want you to listen to the video as I end my live stream.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last